What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Socially Acceptable, the show that humanizes influence the LA way. I'm Miss Corrie Renee.
And I am SB Press, and thank you guys again for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Thank you for always being here with me.
No, thank you.
And I'm here with you.
We here for each other.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Absolutely.
We don't do this for us. We do this for y'all.
You guys.
Okay. But we got an amazing person in the house.
Oh my gosh, we're going to jump into it, right?
We got an amazing person in the house. But before we hit y'all with that,
okay,
Corrie.
Yes.
Let me know what your emoji is.
Okay. So I forgot my emoji last episode, but today's emoji is like the super happy with the hands out. I think that's the hug emoji.
Okay.
I want to get
one of those.
Because I gave
right.
everybody in here a hug. I was really, really excited for our guest that's here. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, hug, you get a hug, you get a hug.
Giving them out like
Oprah. So that's my emoji. What's your emoji?
For sure. Well, unfortunately, mine is the red face with the angry eyebrows.
What?
My Saints ain't been doing too well this year, so you know.
Okay. I'm like, because that's not like you, Press.
You know, we've been out of character a little bit, but it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. But I'm still gonna root for my Saints.
I heard that. I heard that.
Right. But
well, see.
You know, I'm not gonna put a brown bag over my head like they used to do. I'm just gonna say that.
We're not even gonna pay attention.
You know what? We got our super producer in the background
the show right now
with the thunderclaps and stuff.
It's all good. We're gonna leave with this emoji hug, okay? Because our next guest,
yes.
haven't seen him since like, I want to say the beginning of this year. And I just felt like an instant like, oh my gosh, like genuine ass connection. I was like, FUCK with you. Hey, son, you know?
Yeah, young was watching.
Absolutely. And he's just stayed down like the entire time. He knew, you know, we were putting together this show, and he was like, of course I'm going to pull up.
Yep,
you know, he's LA all day, LBC, like all the things,
Man,
okay?
y'all better know, and if y'all don't, y'all will today.
Okay,
For sure.
Without further ado, allow us to introduce the one and only NHALE.
Yes, bro.
Yes, man. Thank y'all
Welcome.
for that beautiful intro.
You already know how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you know, shout out to my girl, man. She been a real one since day one, too. Like she said, it's natural with me. So when I feel those natural ones, it's, you know, and I'm pro black at that.
Hey,
so,
come on. That's right. And I second
whenever
that.
I see somebody hustling in this industry and they, you know, my color, you know, nothing against even minorities, you know, Mexicans, Latinos. So whenever I see them hustling and shit, I'm always tapping in with that.
Amen.
Big respect. And no, like I said, I second that because from the moment that we locked it up, been solid. And I'm a fan, bro. Fan.
Yeah, love. But
like,
I treat you in I call that supporter, bro. Like I'm a fan of you off what you just told me. Like, so
appreciate it.
We just, you know, we just
rock.
supporting what we do. That's all.
That part.
And yeah, this had to happen because when Corrie had said it, I was like, absolutely. I was just waiting for this moment, and we here.
So I love nice and organic with it.
That's right. So Corrie, let them know what the X Factor is.
Okay, so the X Factor is legacy and the importance of it. You know, when we think about legacy, we're thinking about what we're going to leave behind, what we're going to be doing and being of service to others. And you specifically, you lead a different type of life because you live your legacy within one.
Right.
So we definitely want to peel the layers back and see what's up. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Definitely. And also spotlight your amazing individual legacy. So the first question I have for you, you know, based on the legacy you do come from, how do you remain true to yourself and maintain your own independency?
Well, mainly like the first part of that to myself is like it's a certain like just code that I stand on and I was raised by. I would basically say fatherhood right now, like being a dad. That's like a way that I can like really dive into that and just push my part of the legacy, cause it's like generational. So he the third, you know, generation. So if I think about like what is it like if he can go to school and people like could know who I am and his grandpa, you feel me? And as far as just like the legacy as like a whole, I think that was like the second part of the question. It's just like I do things like I'm gonna give you like prime examples of what I would like, you know, just spilling the beans as far as where we at with everything. But I go to my pops like graveyard and I have like just like I had a dude who do detailing come in detail his gravesite and really just shine it up. And I got like content of that and just let the people know like this, this is what's going on like with the dog today, etc. But so between that and just fatherhood and shit, it's just mixing it all in. It's kind of, it all becomes one, one roof.
That part. So, for those of you who are just now tuning in to Socially Acceptable, we're here with the incredible NHALE, and we're talking about the great dog. So, if you don't know, which you should know, but just in case you don't, we're talking about the forever legendary late great Nate Dogg, and NHALE is his lineage, his son. So
that's right.
Yes, sir.
With that being said,
yes,
NHALE,
ma'am.
Let's kind of switch gears a little bit into the music, because you made it very clear from our last conversation that although, your dad holds true in your heart, your music stands alone.
Right.
With that being said, how do you envision your legacy as it relates to your music?
Well, my music is my lifestyle. Every bar, everything I ever said on a song was what I felt and what I experienced. That alone, I hope to like maybe in the future allow people to, when they dive into my story, to know like this real, because this is what he said. And I got documentaries, etc. that's out to where people can like really pick up on the things that I say in my music, because I don't, even though it sounds a certain way, I'm still like telling you my story.
Absolutely.
Organic.
Right.
That's right. I respect it. And that's basically a word that's been going around a lot, organic. So diving down more into that, how would you basically say your music stands out and over other people's music right now?
I think I'm the only person that really like is that come from it. Like I'm, like it's in me, not on me. Like I didn't pick it
say
up.
it. We were talking about
Oh
it. So that's what I'm trying to get him to allude to. We were talking about it, like
feel me, like when I like read the room, it's like hard to, cause I look for that. Like I'm looking for, and don't get me wrong, it's guys that do put it on and they great. And now I wouldn't even say put it on. They probably come from it also in their way. But I look for like fellow Mac 10s and other. I don't want to like go like real, but just other dudes in the room that's just really authentic, and so that's like what I would say. That's mainly my thing that would single me out.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, I had to.
I know. Because when you talk about it's in you, not on you, like your latest, single. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. I don't want to get too far into it, but it's so Nate Dogg-esque, but like it is so very much NHALE, all in the same token, and it's just like.
Which one you talking about?
I'm talking about Need My Roses.
Yeah.
Need My Roses.
Need My Roses.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. It was.
Yes, and it's incredible to see, where you've started to where you're going and beyond.
Yeah.
So
I just try to keep it going. It's a hustle, shout out to the late great Nip. It's really that though. Like, and then the game is adapting seasonally, especially with the TikTok era and the wave and just the content being king. It's like it's hard to really find something that is, what is it? Fulfilling or just a breath of fresh air. So
Right.
I try to keep that going while also playing the game, if that makes sense, because you kind of got to, so.
yes.
That's what it is.
You gotta stay on your P's and Q's at all times, man.
For sure.
Seriously. And with that being said, can you talk about some of the individuals in the game that have been mentors to you?
Yeah. It's like I don't want to say too many names, but like who I'm trying to think to the core, like who can I really call, and that would like no question, like Corrupt. So, but like when it comes to like calling these dudes or not like these dudes but OGs in the game, it ain't always for help. Like it may to just be for them to let me know kind of how they feel about me, or just just let me know how I'm doing it or what you think.
Right.
Cause I know they business was kind of different when they was doing it.
Definitely.
If anything, I got like a lot of freedom to do what I'm doing, so I don't really need much from them besides like, maybe just their opinion.
How important is it as far as mentorship goes, like as it relates to your journey? Is it something that you feel is like a staple and it's kind of hand in hand to how you've been able to progress? Or do you think mentorship can be there or it cannot?
I think it's important after you reach a certain point. I think once you kind of understand, then it's like, okay, for me to be in these rooms, I'm kind of, they kind of look at me as competition if we kind of speaking right, or
Yeah.
if we in the same kind of understanding. So, you know, it's a mentor until it's like, oh, like he coming, or it's like this, you know, if you kind of follow where I don't have the perfect, but it's like, so it was a point where it was nothing and it was easy to be a mentorship to me until it was like, oh, this shit's serious. And so now it's like a little bit more loopholes we got to get through.
Got you.
I definitely got what you're saying.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't want to say the code word that you said.
stop! Don't do it, cause he knows.
Because it's gonna set it off.
He knows.
It's gonna set it off. So I'm
exactly
gonna just leave that one on the side.
And
Leave that one on the side.
Yes, we definitely will.
Mm-hmm.
So, keeping on the terms of mentorship, we're actually just going to go ahead and just lead into our next segment, which is Caught in the Comments with Miss Corrie Renee.
Let's go.
And
Let's go.
with Caught in the Comments, I basically stalk your page and I pick out a picture and we just dissect a comment from one of your comment section and see what it's about.
Okay.
So here we have a picture with you and the legendary Dr. Dre, and
That's actually his daughter in the background too.
right here.
Yeah.
I was like, why she smiling like that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's her name?
I don't even know. I just
Love the
when I
glasses,
seen
Dr.
when I
Dre's
seen this
daughter.
photo on the internet, I just seen that they said in Dr. J daughter. So I'm like, where's she at? It must be her.
Okay, and that lets you know you're supposed to be where you're supposed to be.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The real _ Nick C says, we need you and him to do some stuff, please, bro. When you saw this comment, what was your initial feeling?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really see that.
Yes!
Well,
Okay.
breaking news.
Breaking news.
Nah,
The real
but
Nick _
it's
C.
So
interesting.
now we're about to get a raw emotion and
Yeah,
genuineness
really how
from
I
it.
feel
So-
about when I see this, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's interesting. In my world though, I like to find my own Dr. Dre's because it's like we trying to not rewrite, but like we trying to create our own history.
that's right.
And I think I need to leave him with the Snoop Dogs and with the missionaries and what they working on. But I mean, I'm a big fan. That's why I asked him for that picture and I had my people let him know that I was there and all that. But as far as like working with him, like, I'm just honored to know that he did some great shit with my daddy.
Mm-hmm. And going off of this, how important to you is when you come across these people and they actually have respect
that shit
for
like
your craft
everything.
and respect for who you are as an
Yeah,
individual
that
instead
shit.
of the legacy that you come from, more so the legacy that you're
It
building.
kind of mean like it let me know that I'm doing right because like we could have been in here doing it the other way, you know. But it's like, nah, we here doing it this way. And so like when somebody introduced me, it's like this whoop whoop, and then the next thing would be like, oh, do we make music or yada yada, or before they tell him that, they'll let him know, oh, and he sound just like him or whatever the case. Like, so it's a picture with 50 Cent on there, and it really should have been a video because the whole reaction was crazy. Like, he was smiling hella, he was just talking about how I look like my pops, and then Fred Reck, who produced the Crazy song with my pops and Snoop Dogg, he told him like I do music and shit too, and then Fred, that's like the best co-sign you can get. So at that point it was like, so I just was, you know, keep hustling and keep working in my brain. That was all that was on it.
Yep, tunnel vision and keep moving forward.
Yeah, that's all. You feel me? It'll come.
It comes out in the music.
Yeah, you feel
Comes
me?
out of the music, man. Like I said, I'm a fan, so it's not even the fact of where you come from. It's about the staple that you're making for yourself, and you can hear that.
Yeah, and when I first started, like, it was, I mean, still to this day, it's hard to get that point across. But I think as I keep going and my son get older, and I don't know why, but like just the part of my son getting older is allowing me to like really know, like, nigga, my son don't know nothing about my daddy. He don't know. As soon as you get in the car, all he said, "Dad, that song." Excuse me. That nigga saying, "Dad, that song." You feel me? All you want to hear is me. So it's like, nigga, I gotta make it to where I'm the Nate Dogg to him. You feel me? Not to just whoever. Like, and if I can get it to him, like, then that's all that matters to me for real.
100%. 100%.
Oh my gosh. So, like, keeping with the idea of just making sure that your legacy lives on, like, what season are you in now within your journey to make that happen?
Um, I think it's like it's a marathon, right? So it's like I focus
Absolutely.
on the same shit every day, and I go do it, and I go, I chase it. So as far as like, I'm not really expecting something to where it's like, okay, I made it and I'm here. It's like coming from it, as long as I'm able to wake up and just continue to do it, and the lifestyle I live is really what I say it is. So as long as I'm able to do that, I'm fulfilling whatever I'm looking for in this shit. Like I'm healthy, nigga, I'm good. Like I'm not really here for no. I mean, of course I want a Grammy and shit, but like we gonna get there. Like
Absolutely.
we really
Absolutely.
hustling. Like but I look up to dudes like Currency and shit, and Currency been in the game for like. You feel me? And it's like I was just thinking like yesterday, how even old is this nigga? Like I don't even know. You feel me? But I'm
Still
sure,
looking good, too.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm sure
like
he looked how he looked when he came in the game. So it's like niggas like that. I want they formula as far as like nigga, they just the same. They cool. They lay. They who they say they are. Most of the niggas that was maybe bigger than him in his career, they didn't came and went. So it's like, what is the formula to stay in this motherfucker 10 plus? Nigga, I'm on year like 3, 4. I'm not. I'm chilling. You feel me?
Yeah. That's
Man, I respect that
wild.
because, like I said, what you see is what you get. Like, there is no difference in between. Like,
Right, for
you
sure.
really are your music, and your music really is you.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
part.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
want to know, like, how do you identify? Because you were saying, like, you don't want to, like, work up. You want to work laterally. You want to work side by side. And I think that's really powerful because I think that's what we're doing now. Like,
Hmm.
we could have, like, been like, oh, well, I want to work with, the Oprahs or the whoever's. But
Right.
it's like, no, let's work with
Right.
the people who are in the trenches together.
Yeah,
And shout
yeah.
out to Humble, shout out to
I
Kenyon.
mean, we all want to work with the Oprahs and all that, but I feel like you kind of asked me how do I identify the difference. Is
Yeah.
I mean, I come from it, so I mean, I know what it look like, and I know the different stages of the shit. So I
Can you
know,
tell the others? Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, elaborate.
Okay,
it's
what does
more
it look
so
like?
just like
Yeah.
I don't know, but really it's all. I mean, in Hollywood, I don't want to. I mean, in what I've seen, so like this is more so like legit, and it's from the heart and it's real. I mean, so that's more so my lane and what I like love to do and what I can do. Any time of the day, come here, whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as like, so my manager that was just calling me, he'd have something that's more Hollywoodish and something like that's more throwing shit far left at me and gonna ask me about some shit that they know is gonna like get like a certain reaction or certain. So it's just, but end of the day, it's my manager that put it together, so I gotta do it.
Hmm.
So it's like, but me being independent, I can have like room to do shit like this and then still go do those type of plays to where it keep me kind of, where I need to
In
be
the
as far,
mix.
yeah, as far
Hmm.
as like, the career path of the shit.
Okay. And is it safe to say that just based upon like me talking to you normally and then like what I can kind of conjure up as far as Hollywood, do you find a balance? Is there like ever a limit to where it's there's a no? Like, are you comfortable with ever saying no to something that's put in front of you
Oh
or
yeah, all the time. I don't even do a lot of shit. Like I mean, since I did the interview with you, I probably went back to K Day once and did like some, like, I just don't really, it gotta be shit where I can really just be myself and I know I can, like,
Hmm.
feel comfortable and it can be that. And I already know that's, how you coming. So I'm gonna be writing note what the setup was of this, but I just know you as, I'm seeing what you're doing as far as with Warren and that's family and shit. So it's just little shit where it's like, okay, I know, it like nothing that's told me that you doing it for like the wrong reasons, type shit.
thank you.
Absolutely. I
I'm gonna
second
cry
that.
like a little bit.
I
Yeah.
second
Thank you
that.
so much. Yeah.
Nah, keep it together. Keep it together.
Ooh.
Right now, we about to keep it P.
Keep it
Right,
Keep it
big.
P with
right.
SB, man. So I got an amazing segment called Keep It P with SB, where I give you one of three selections
Yep.
between pleasure, passion, or pain. You pick one, whatever pops up on the screen, you elaborate on what it meant to you.
Okay.
So select one of the three, brother.
Passion.
Passion. Let's do it. Now, talked about being a proud pappy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk to us about the passion that really comes from being a parent and also getting that moment of him only wanting to hear you, him really indulging in the legacy that you're building for him? Talk to us about that a little bit.
Um, I mean, a little, like little. I'm gonna take you like on a ride with me and him, right?
Let's
Do
go.
it. Let's do it. Let's
Get
do
ready.
it. I'll try to be
So,
modest and stuff. Talking about a little bit. Nah,
So like,
dive in.
look, so like
Let me
he'd get in the
buckle
car, he'd be like I said already, he'd be like that song, right? So I play my song, I play like 5 times, the same song. Cause after it's over, he'd be like again, right? And then out of nowhere, he'd be like, Grandpa song. He only know like 2 Grandpa songs. The Grandpa songs he know is what is it? Hardest Man in Town, and that's like some and that's the one he asking for. And then he know like what is it? Another one, but he asking for Hardest Man in Town. So just little shit like that, it's like you have no idea. So wait until you really know what that even mean, who your grandpa really is, like what that song about. And it's like, even if I'm not here to teach him that, which I'm trying to as I'm, giving him that time, if something may happen, whatever, he able to pick that up the same way I picked it up. You feel me? So just little shit like that. And I get chills just talking about this shit. Cause it's like, that's
I'm right here with y'all.
Like
Right
other
here.
days, like out the week, when I'm away from my son, it's like, nigga, I could be cool. Like I got a good girl right now. Not right now, but like, nigga, I didn't have bad ones. And where it's like, nigga, like wrong reasons around me. So I got a reason to like, be happy, I would say. But when I'm with this nigga, it's like I'm smiling, like nigga, I'm like, this shit crazy. And it's like when he away from me, like nigga, I don't even want to talk about it. You feel me? But it's that serious for me, because it's like, nigga, I lost mine. You feel me? And it's like, nigga, that shit was a lot for me. You feel me? So yeah.
Major respect. And definitely condolences, appreciation of sharing that.
What type of
anytime.
like values do you want to instill in your son?
Mainly I say love. Like I think with love come anything else, because you could have like understanding. Love is just the core to anything. Any other value, I think it include love. So I think if he able to love and he'll be able to understand and have patience, all that other shit I think come with love. You feel me?
Yeah. As far as like your legacy within him, do you want him to walk in the musical footsteps? Do you mind whatever
I
he
picked
wants
it up.
to do?
Like my problem was I knew, like, so I played football and I was like a dog in it, like before, and losing my daddy was like something that made me play football better, because I had like a way to take my anger out. But as far as me, like, I knew music could have been my plan B. So, nigga, I had the studio on my dorm and shit.
Nice.
I'm making songs, but I mean, yeah, nice now because I'm doing it. But end of the day,
It was nice in the door.
I should have been focused on
starts
football.
away.
You feel me? Like I should have been locked all the way. Ain't no plan B. Like I should have been telling myself, ain't no plan B. Like, nigga, this is all I got. But nigga, in reality, it was like I thought it wasn't. And my daddy was telling me shit like, when I go, it's gonna be up to you and shit like this. And then the way he went out, it was like, oh nigga, I can't just leave it like how it is. Like I kind of gotta put my foot on it a little bit. So for him, I hope he could just be able to play sports, be a kid, do the normal shit, and I don't know, do whatever he want to do in a sense. You feel me? I mean, I wanted him to play football, but shit, if he just cause I did, you feel me? Maybe pick up what
I'm about to say, is there a future dadager? Because I know there's a momager. There's such a thing. I will be one. Okay.
Yeah.
Settle up your
You got it. I think you gotta be though, especially like for us. Yeah, like we gotta be. We gotta
be
be
playing for Snoop's team.
I tried. He was too old to sell out. Sorry, real quick. So I tried to get him into Snoop's league. This was the first year I was like really super focused, because this was the first year he was really like, Mom, I want to play football. He's like, he's almost my height.
How
like
old is he?
14.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, let's go. So I started researching, and then I saw the Carson Colts. And I was like, we're about to do it.
Yeah.
And it was like, he just passed the threshold. So we're now with the Inglewood Centennials. What
They cool though too.
Yeah,
They nice. They nice.
Long as it
nice.
ain't no what, like what? Huh? Never heard of them. Then you good.
Right.
Cause it really get real in high school anyway though. Like and it ain't no like script to this shit. You feel me? As long as if a nigga wanna play it and he lock in and just every day. Like not like that, but you know.
It's okay. You know.
I be saying to my son too. My mom be like, well, nigga, don't be calling him my bad. It's just, my bad. It's just.
No,
I think
good.
I know
that's
it's
the
all in
little
love.
bit of
You
old
good.
school in me. Like, that's
Yeah.
how my uncles and they used to come at me. But it's just, if that's what like somebody, want to do or kid want to do, it's like every day, you got to be everyday grind and hustle. Cause most people don't know now, but like, I was really all American in football, and I decided to like, blow it because I thought I had to plan B once again, but it's a deeper little story and all of that though. We ain't gotta get into it.
Well, we ain't gotta get into it now, but we can bring you back on.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
It's some, but it ain't y'all got the good vibes. It's more so talking about the rough things in my life that the kids like.
So that was the biggest lesson though, as far as like understanding that your legacy and what's meant and what's in you, not on you, should have been the focus. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm gonna take my notes.
For sure that.
'Cause I definitely want to ask, even though you came from a tragic loss, like, what's something that's motivational that can help the next person persevere and win that you've actually practiced within your life since then?
That's a tough question because nigga, it should have been about 12 years ago and I still deal with it. But as I already mentioned, it's kind of like what I stand for. Nigga, every day it got to be a hustle. Like you got to wake up, nigga, and find that energy. When I was on certain teams, like nigga, coach say, nigga, bring your own energy. Just like when you go to a party, they be like, bring your own bottle, yada yada. It was bring your own, bring your own energy. So every day you gotta, you gotta
shout out to Calipino.
Yeah, you feel me? You gotta do that. So no matter how hard it is, you gotta find that shit. And we all dealing with whatever we dealing with. It was times where I was dealing with less problems, but now more problems. Now I just got less problems. But nigga, now I got more bills, so it's like it ain't no different.
Shit don't stop. It just transfers into a different way.
Yeah.
And that's what I be trying to tell the homies or my people that want more money. I'm like, all right, nigga, I'm gonna give you more money, and then what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do with it? If you go get something, nigga, that shit gonna have a bill. How you gonna keep up with the bill? So it's like, that's why the shit we was talking about off air is like, nigga, that's really what I'm on. But that's just discussions because I'm, looking to when it's time to really make a move like that. You feel me?
Now, I think I know where you're going. So I have to say one thing that we did talk about off air. You said something about old school when it came to your music, and I said, nah, brother, that's soul food. Like, your music feeds the soul.
Yeah.
So, Corrie, I knew you was about to go somewhere into some music. You was talking about some music earlier. You was talking about that great music.
Well,
What we doing?
we spoke about it a little bit, but the need my roses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me so much Nate Dogg vibe, but inhale everything else.
Yeah.
So, like, can we just talk about the song?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the session a little bit. Like, shout out to my boy L Fingers who made the beat. First of all, though, how I met L Fingers, I heard a Sugar Free album. I forgot what it was, but I was like 3 songs in, and the beats was so different. I'm like, but it was still like so West Coast. I'm like, man, this shit can go mainstream. Like, this is a bounce. Like, just the pockets that the beats is, And I'm like, oh man, I can. So as far as the Need My Roses record, I actually, when I recorded that, the first verse was really the second verse. But he like, nigga, you was bouncing on that, so let's move that second one to the first one.
Let's go ahead and switch that up a
you feel
little
me?
bit.
So we made the second verse the first verse, and we put the second one boop out. But yeah, man, that shit, I drop like probably every 2 weeks, but that's one that I'm putting a video for. I'm actually waiting on my boy to send me the video tonight. Probably drop that shit in a few days.
That's probably what your manager was hitting you about.
Yeah, probably let me
I
know.
need my
Like,
roses.
yeah,
Right.
nah, but yeah, that's one of the ones, and that's one of my favorites. I didn't even plan to drop that shit, but I'm like, this really how I'm feeling right now, so let's just drop it.
So you tap into your feelings and like you go with how you feel in your gut.
Yeah, I'm from the hip with it, and I say that shit a lot. Like all my business partners and people know, like I say that I'm from the hip, like so. That mean like I gotta wake up and feel that shit that day. Or like, okay, if I wake up and feel the same way tomorrow, all right, then we gonna drop this shit in 2 weeks. And that's because that's just what I was feeling, and that's what it is. Cause I got hella music. I record at the house, record studio sessions, but they shit. Once you get the system right and understand how the shit work, then it shouldn't really cost you much to do this. You feel me?
I agree.
That's crazy.
I second that.
Yeah,
Can you allude to some up and coming projects that you have?
Yeah, I got 3 coming up.
Yeah.
1 Young OGs with 2 some hot Mexican rappers, Drummer Boy, and Rowdy Rags.
Oh.
And then I got my solo project coming after. I don't know if I want the solo to come after that or this other project I'm working with, Doggy Style. Me and Doggy Style, we like came up together and shit. So the people like, we actually had like a little fallout that nobody ever, like, we never even spoke about like publicly, but we had a little fallout for like a year. So we ain't made music, but we chopped it up on some shit like a few months ago, and just was like, you know, this it's needed, and we started together, and everybody then picked up the new West Coast wave. So why not give them a full little project, you know? So man, so right now it's those three in the chamber, but the first one for sure is the Young OGs project, and hopefully we perform at the Kings of the West coming up here in November, and hopefully we got the tour bouncing off like top of 2025 type. But that's what we talking about. But we already got the Kings of the West show locked in.
Okay. I'm still trying to, Kimmy, waiting on that email, girl. You know, I'd love to be there. I mean, Warren G.
Make it happen.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, NHALE and so many more is gonna be out there. It's crazy, like, that you were talking about, like, just making sure, like, you feel it before you put something out, because there's been so many things that I've had, like, in the chamber, and I'm just like, how do I want to facilitate this? What looks like what? And specifically with the Warren G project, like, there were different things that was coming into play, and I was trying to, like, dang, like, I really want to drop this. But, like, as life was having it, it was just like, you know, the content is going to be the content, whether you drop it now or drop it later. For sure. And shout out to Warren G, because he was very, 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 you know, humble and gave me some heat. Okay. So,
it was hot in that kitchen?
Yeah, it was real hot in that kitchen. So I'm just grateful that I'm able to have something, and I had to settle into that. So I hear what you're saying as far as you got to feel it. And regardless of what happens, like, it could be sitting in your phone for weeks. Don't nobody else know that but you.
And if you don't feel it, you gotta make yourself feel it, whatever that may be. You know, that's your story. That's between you and however you wanna, you know, share. But or maybe if you don't want to share it, it'll be a time. Maybe you do or you don't. But however you can get yourself to feel it and get going, then that's what it is.
Come on. On that note,
That's right.
I think it's time for us to log out. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. Before we go, we do this thing within the log out. Basically, you know, we love our listeners, you guys. Be sure to follow us, by the way, at SociallyXceptable.
That's right.
Instagram. You know, Califino, Dead Fresh Crew, Happy Dad, Stussy. Like, we got more, you know.
On the way. I got to show you after this.
Okay, I can't wait. So we asked all of our listeners to go ahead and hit us up in the DM once you follow and listen to an episode and ask a question. So shout out to Chalk Baby, short for chocolate.
Shout out.
Chalk Baby 08. She had a question for SB Press, and she actually wanted to know, SB.
What's up?
Where is your top 3 places you go for your kicks? Because she like him.
Damn. You know what?
You didn't see that one coming.
No. I'm gonna be real with you. I only go to one spot.
Okay.
You know, giving another, you know, pub out there. It's my boys Shoe Pugs. They're out in Woodland Hills. Look them up on Instagram. That's at Shoe Pugs. If shoes are your drugs, hit up my boys at Shoe Pugs.
Hey, just like that.
With a Z or S? Shoe Pugs is with a Z or S?
Okay. Yeah, Shoe Pugs. Yeah, like the dog pug with shoe in front of it. Yeah.
Check it out.
You already know. You got some stuff from them.
I know. The socks and the hoodie. Everything is so super soft. Like,
and you can check them out online. They're very exclusive, so you do have to set an appointment if you do want to go to the location.
An appointment.
Yeah, they're in a high-rise building and stuff. They upgraded. They came very far. But I went to high school with the dude. We've been on SBs ever since then, and we just carried over.
Love it. And how we already know, you know, where you at and everything like that. But for everyone who may be just now falling in love with you, as they should, where can they find you?
At NHALE7, NHALE7 on Instagram, and NHALE on anything else. It's gonna pop up.
There it is.
Man, y'all better catch on.
Yeah.
Y'all better catch on the way before it drown
it's
y'all.
Happening.
Seriously.
Okay. And
seriously.
Bro, thank you. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart.
For
like,
real.
It's not many people that, like, show true, you know, when it's time. So you've shown up for me every single time.
For
and
sure.
I really...
And if I can, I'll let you know.
Man,
Come on!
That means a lot. I appreciate that, man.
Love.
Thank you, guys.
The
Once
queen.
again, my name is Miss Corrie Renee.
And I am SB Press.
And that has been Socially Acceptable.
Let's go.